So when I was at the Krewe of Centaur parade last night, I was riding my bike down Shreveport, Barksdale, and I got to the Super One store, and I saw like seven, maybe eight police cruisers parked in the street, and I was wondering, I was like, what the hell's going on here? Was it a fight or something that it just broke up? Um, I didn't see anybody in handcuffs or anything, so I just kept it moving. I wanted to reach the parade. The parade by that time, it was about a quarter after 6, and the parade had reached Kings Highway. And you guys know I like to record the parade when it gets dark. So it always ends on Kings around 6:45, 7 o'clock before right after it gets dark. So at the time, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know that a young lady got ran over by a float. She got pushed by a group of girls, and she fell into the street and got ran over by a float. So you have these two incidents. The first incident on Clyde Fant earlier, it was near the family area where these two women, it was an elderly black woman and her grandchildren and a younger white woman, they were having a dispute about one being in the other spot. And you guys know at these parades there's reserved spots. People, they tailgate and they claim these areas for them, their friends, family members, coworkers, whatever. Sometimes they're crew members themselves, and they have these spots, these reserved spots for them. Well, this elderly woman and her kids, they were getting in their way. She was trying to tell them, "Hey, you're in our way. This is our area. You need to move." And she wouldn't move. So they start cursing at each other, and the kids start crying and everything, and a little scuffle takes place. And I couldn't really see who was hitting who because whoever was recording, they were holding their phone vertically. And I hate when people do that with their phones. Like when you record with your phone, hold it sideways so it looks like you record it with a real camera. You get a full screen shot. When you upload it online, it'll post full screen. But most people still hold their phones vertically. It leaves a cropped picture. So yeah, man. And what to my surprise, I'm seeing a lot of people, black people, they're now on Facebook. They've been doing this since last night. They're posting this woman's personal information. They're trying to find out where she works and where she lives and all this stuff. And black people, y'all are just insufferable at this point. Y'all are very annoying. This is why nobody wants to be around us. Social alienation. That's what this is. Okay? Because it's always the dumber people in our group that do this kind of stuff. Okay? Y'all are way too sensitive. This woman did not do anything. She was in the right. She was in her spot and she was trying to tell her to leave. She wouldn't leave. And y'all are on here trying to share this woman's information, trying to expose her for nothing that she did wrong. The problem is that a lot of people don't seem to have parade protocol. When you go to these parades, pay attention to the tents and the caution tape and the stakes. Those are reserved spots. Okay, when I was at my Airbnb, I was on Odin Street, right off of Clyde Fant. Okay, as early as 4 o'clock that morning, people were parked on the side of the street on Odin Street. They were parked there because they were waiting to reserve their spot. Shreveport police, they had the entire street closed off the night before. So these people, they weren't allowed to set up their spot until 7 o'clock that morning. So they were parked on Odin Street, right outside my window, waiting to claim their spot. Those are their reserved areas. So when the parade starts, they want to have their space to collect beads and all that stuff, right? But you guys come along later and stand right in front of their spot. That's a no-no. That is a parade no-no. Don't do that. Learn parade protocol. But you got thousands of people right now trying to expose this woman for nothing. She did not do anything wrong. I mean, it's gotten so bad now that we have to have our own Mardi Gras parades. Why do we have the Krewe of Sobek? Why do we have the Krewe of Harambe? We have to have two black separate Mardi Gras parades now because of stuff like this. Okay, because you have not all black people, but some black people. Y'all don't seem to have common sense. Y'all don't know parade etiquette. And this is why incidents like this happens. Okay? Y'all socially alienate yourselves to the point where nobody else wants to be around us. That's the truth. That's the truth. Y'all are going through all this work trying to expose this woman for doing nothing wrong. Oh, she disrespected an elderly black woman. We can't let this happen. Let's expose her. Come on, guys, share this. Meanwhile, you have DeMontavious and Jamar Quavian doing drive-by shootings in the hood. Elderly people getting killed by stray bullets all the time. Lamisha, Shaquisha, they disrespect old black people all the time. All these young black people, they disrespect older black people all the time. And y'all say nothing. You have nothing to say. But let one white person curse at you. Oh, you're a racist. We're going to expose you. Mm-hmm. That's why nobody wants to be around us now. Social alienation, that's what that is.